All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's the brother Maccabee from GMS, Colorado. First and foremost, I want to say and give all praises unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Wakah, Kadash. Okay, I would also like to give double honors unto the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders and teachers of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. All right. I would also like to give a sincere shalom to all the Akim, fellow laborers, um, and the few Akwath who are out there listening and learning, spreading this word to the four corners and four winds to USA Shalom. Uh, so anyway, we'll just jump right into it. Just gonna talk on some of the things going on in Babylon. Uh, it's how they are lining up with the scriptures, man, and how the scriptures continue to speak to speak volumes, man. All right, because you got Esau. His kingdom is failing. His gold is cankering. Um, he has to kick off events to attempt to keep his kingdom going, and those events and the things that they're going to do, all right, to try and stay in power, are going to lead them right into doing what prophecy says that they'll do, because the scripture is about prophecy. At the end of the day, we're taught at GMS to speak prophecy and teach prophecy. And one of the prophecies in the Bible is that World War III is going to kick off. That Esau Edom and the nations that he controls and runs, the main one being America, the United States. They're going to kick off of. They're going to do and kick off events that are going to cause World War III. Okay, they're going to cause World War III, and they're going to destroy things and cause destruction. Okay, until the Most High returns to take them out. With this most recent false flag, this is just more proof that this is what's going on with Esau Edom. So you just recently had this oil tanker get attacked, okay, and you had the Saudi Arabians and the Americans come out and say that they had attacked, that the Iranians were responsible for this. Basically, is what was being said, okay, and you had the Kremlin saying that these U.S. attacks on Iran are to the fake powder evidence against Iraq in 2003, where they were able to continue their little conflict going on in the Middle East at that point. The anthrax that they accused Saddam Hussein of having, and how they had gotten attacked. That's how they got go into Iraq and basically remove him from power and take down the Iraqis, okay, and take over their resources. This is the MO of Esau Edom. This destruction here, all right, causing a problem, and then showing up and saying, that we're the solution. All right, this is what Esau Edom is about, man. Okay, this is how he gets down. His game plan, he's constantly playing chess, man, with you people, and people are not, y'all people are not paying attention to what's going on. Let's see. Just some, like I said, it's just some of the evidence, man, of Esau Edom being wicked. I want to see if they had any other pictures or anything like that. Let me get this scripture though. Get into the scriptures real quick. Save that one for a minute. Grab this one real quick. All right, and this is Nahum 3:1, and it reads, "Woe to the bloody city." I don't know who that is. Salakia, hold on. Shalaki, that's one of the brothers calling me from a different number. Um, let's go back to that though. This is Nahum 3:1, and it reads, "Woe to the bloody city, for it is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not." All right, and that's still, playing out today, man. All right, Esau, Edom, and America being that bloody city being spoken of, and Esau, Edom, places filled, you know, with lies and robbery, man. And the prey have never departed from under Esau. Is basically what I was getting at, trying to say. All the other nations are also being preyed upon, man, as well as Ishmael and Ham. All Esau's preying on all the world, man. But most heavily on the Israelites. Okay, because the Israelites are waking up, man. All right, the Israelites are becoming aware that they first and foremost who they are, and then the Israelites who are among the elect, man, they're not gonna fall for Esau's bullshit, man. They're gonna see right through this, man. I mean, this when I first saw this happen, my immediate thought was that this was a false flag, man. That this was fake. And you got Pompeo saying something about its diplomacy. Let's see what this devil said, man, because I haven't actually read this article. He's saying it's diplomacy. Iran recalls the U.S. of false flag ops, questions the tanker attack. The incident involving the 2 oil tankers in the Gulf of Oman may have been carried out at the direction of the U.S., the top Iranian official implied, citing its record of using false flag operations to justify wars. And see, man, these are the devices of Esau Edom, man. You're being found out and exposed, which is why Esau Edom is coming so harshly against the truth. As far as like removing brothers' videos, not wanting to deal with, not wanting to hear certain things be said, taking down videos that speak out against homosexuality or DNA, or the breaking down of DNA, or anything that has to do with the false Israeli state, man, claiming that they're the real Jews, and they're not, and they know they're not. Okay, and Esau Edom knows that they're not as well. Shalaki, let me jump back to some scriptures, man, because this is what's coming to this place. This is why you're having that Esau Edom is doing things in haste, trying to kick off these events, because they're trying to save their kingdom, man. They're trying to find a way to beat prophecy, and they can't. They're going to have to do these things, and they know that once they do them, that then comes the end, man. Okay, Salaki, it took me a minute to find what I was looking for. This is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames. By the fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh. Okay, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. All right, and the Most High is coming back to inflict mass judgment upon the earth. All right, that's what's going to happen to this place. The Most High is coming back to inflict mass judgment. All right, he's going to kill many of you people, man. All right, first and foremost, because you err in not knowing the scriptures. Okay, you follow right into the ways and the laws and statutes and commandments of man. All right, which the Most High is going to kill you niggas for, because that's not what we're commanded to do. All right, we're commanded to, especially you Jakes, man. The Most High is going to kill 2/3 of the nation of Israel, which is you Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans, man, making up and consisting of the northern and southern kingdom. All right. Let's get some more on that real quick, man. We'll go to Habakkuk 2. and 7, okay? Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. All right. Actually, let me go up a little bit. Yep. Shalaki, we'll just go up, and I'm gonna read it from Habakkuk 2 and 2 real quick. All right. Or actually 2 and 3. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright. Speaking about Esau, Edom. All right, and that appointed time is that Jacob's trouble, and then the time being when the Most High is going to return, which we spoke of what he's going to do of return in the last scripture in Isaiah 66 and 15. Back to destroy, man. He's coming back with the sword to kill the wicked, man. To put the wicked down, man. All right. And behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, by his faith. All right. So that soul in Esau, in Edom, is not right, man. As well as the soul in the 2/3, man, that follow after him. All right. But the righteous and the ones who will be saved, they'll be living by faith, man. Among the 1/3 and the 144, they'll believe, man. They'll have the faith, man. Or someone will have the faith to enough faith to save them. All right. And this is speaking on Esau Edom again. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Ye also, because ye have transgressed by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. All right. And who else is doing that who else is, desire of all things will bring hell and death upon you, man. Esau Edom. They've done it so many times, man, to different nations and people. They want something that you have, whether it's a resource, whether it's the people, whatever it may be. Esau Edom will rain death and hell upon you to get it, man. All right, and can not be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's what Esau Edom is doing, man. He tries to heap all the people into his cities, like places like New York, where they're like, oh, it's a melting pot. Everybody is this, and then they spread that confusion of DNA using pseudoscience and whatnot. All right, to have people not understand who they are, and then they just call you American and whatnot. The same thing was happening in Rome. The same thing was going on in ancient Greece. All right. When after Esau Edom had pushed the Japhites, the Japhetic people out of that land, the same thing was going on there. All right, where you had Israelites spread among the different nations, okay, and at one point in Rome, when they made a decree, Claudius made the decree to push the Romans or to push the Jews out because they were teaching their people the truth, the same thing that's happening now. How the elder said in a recent video that the book of Acts is playing itself out again. It is, man. It is, okay? Shall not all these things take up parable against him, a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? To him that laddeth himself with thick clay. How long is Esau Edom going to be allowed to do this, man? Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land and of the city of all that dwell therein. All right, and that's the message to Esau Edom, man. You're in direct conflict with what's being read here. You have done these things, all right. You are guilty of these things, and this is what the punishment is going to be. All right. You keep picking on these smaller countries, these smaller nations, but now the whole world is against you. You are going to be booties unto these other nations, But mostly, the Israelites are going to destroy you, man. Most High's going to come through and wreck all these nations, man. Because these Russians and these Chinese, these Moabites and Magog and Gog, they think that they're next up, man. They think they got next up. But the Most High's going to destroy you niggas too, man. All right. And here's what's coming for you, man. Let's go to this. This is Joel, the 3rd chapter. All right. And we'll just start at Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days, and at the time that I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, right? That second captivity in that second Egypt, spiritual Egypt, which is Great Babylon, which is America. All right, straight. I mean, it's scriptural, man. Come on, get with it. So, well, 3:2, and I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them, Salakia, there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, which they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And if you go to that word heritage, heritage literally means, when he's saying he's going to plead for his heritage and Israel being his heritage, look that word heritage up, man. Let's see if they've got the Salah. That's not what we wanted. Because that Jehoshaphat means that valley of judgment. All right, Jehoshaphat means valley of judgment. But let's see if we can get heritage, man. What happened?
Strong's H 5159.
Con. An inheritance. All right, so this is what you're dealing with when you get to a heritage, man. All right. Let me go back and we'll let it play one time. So I meant to let it play, it just kind of skipped past it. Oh, Salat.
Strong's H 5159. Nachala. Nachala.
Khan. Nachala. Alright, meaning Salakia. Man, why does it keep doing that? Salak, man. Pressing too many buttons. Salakia, bear with me. Because I want to explain this, man. Khan. Alright. Nakhala being a noun for possession, property, inheritance, heritage, property, a portion, share, inheritance, a portion. Alright. The Strong's definition puts it as properly something inherited, an occupancy, alright, as in a job, consequently an heirloom, generally an estate, a patrimony, portion, heritage, to inherit, inheritance, possession, alright, all those things representing, that's the way that the Most High sees the Israelites, alright, and we're in possession of Edom. So you think that you're going to get away with stealing the Most High's possessions, taking the Most High's most treasured possessions, and that there's no punishment for that? Incorrect. Okay? Incorrect. Whom they have scattered my nations and parted my land, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And none of these nations are exempt from this, all right? You got these nations of the Middle East, Ishmael, the families of Ishmael, the brothers of the sons of Elam, the sons of Ham. You're all guilty of taking part in this, man. Okay, and the scriptures say so. Ye, and what have ye done And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me recompense? And this is what's being spoken of. This is the recompense he's asking you, where's it at? If ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head, because you have taken my silver and my gold, all right, the most high's possessions, comparing the Israelites to silver and gold, and carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasant things. The the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, unto the Edomites. So they're in possession. You still to this day of Jake, man, of both the northern and southern kingdom, that ye might remove them far from their border, which you've done. And behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your head. And that's what's going on right now, which is why you have this great push and pushback against the truth, and you have these Edomites stirring and causing problems, man, because they need to shut this place down. They need to shut America down as soon as possible, because the truth is coming out. They're being exposed, and they're in trouble, man. Esau Edom is in trouble, man. Okay? The scriptures are speaking against him, man. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Okay? And this is what we speak, man. This is what we tell you. This is what we preach every week, man. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. All right, this is prophecy that we're preaching to you, and these prophecies are playing out. Proclaim ye this to the Gentiles: prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourself, and come all ye heathen, and gather to yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. All right. Let the heathen be wakened, and let them come unto the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, the great valley of judgment. For there will I sit, the of Mashapatayim, man. All right, the valley of judgment. For there I will sit and judge all the heathen round about. And that's pretty much, you could read the entire chapter. It's an absolutely wonderful read. But that's pretty much what the Most High's got in store for you niggas, man. That's all that he's got in store for you. All right, and that's the end of Esau Edom. That's going to be the end of the majority of the Russian militaries and whoever else is gathered in the Valley of Judgment in that day. The Most High is going to put you into subjection, man. It's going to destroy your shit and put you into subjection. All right. That being said, I'll shut this down and do another video soon. Probably pick up where I left off on this one. So, I hope that it was somewhat edifying. And with that being said, I would just like to say, all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. With that being said, Shalom. That's it.